Hi, my name is Jenny. Um, so a little bit of my backstory that I think you guys should know is that I didn't grow up religious, so I was a non-believer my whole life pretty much. Um, I had to learn how to rely on myself for almost everything in life, and I feel like I didn't. I basically just put religion around myself. Like I was my religion. I believed in myself, and that was it. That was enough for me. I didn't believe in God or anything. And I didn't even want to hear what anyone had to say when they were trying to talk to me about God. So I hit a really low point in my life, 2010. A lot of bad things happened to me. And I got out of a really bad relationship. I was in a dead-end job, so I got a new job. At my new job, I met my coworker, Drew. And that's probably when everything started changing. I didn't realize how important he was going to be in my life, but he was the first person that brought me to Frontline in January 2011. And I remember the first time coming, it was very different. I was very nervous, very scared. I felt like I was out of place. I felt like I was damaged compared to like everyone else in this room. And I didn't come back for a month. And he didn't pressure me, and he was very patient with me. And when I decided to come back, he was there with me every Sunday till today. And I felt like I needed to think if this was a serious decision that I wanted to make, because I feel like once you decide you become a believer in Christ, it's not something that you can just say you are and not act on it. So I thought about it, and then I decided to come back, and everything started changing. Things started off pretty slow for me. I can't say that like I had an epiphany or God spoke to me in 2011. I feel like he started working in my life this year, especially this summer. It was when I started women's community, and I have my small group, amazing small group. And I just made some amazing friendships with so many believers here that just put so much positive things in my life. I feel like the point where I actually really felt God in my life and walking with me and by my side was, I remember 2 points in my life. One was the beginning of June, when John started his sermon on 1 John, or 1 John, I don't know exactly how you say it. But that's when I started really feeling God working in me, and he started convicting me of certain things, of how I was living my life in certain ways, and I felt like the things that I was doing last year, I was just kind of like, oh, whatever, it's not a big deal if I'm sinning or whatever. But then this year, he made me reevaluate things and really focus on a lot of things in my life that I had to change. And so that really affected me, and that was the first time I actually cried in church, but I didn't cry hysterically, so nobody saw me. And I actually went and asked for prayer at the end, which was my first time doing that as well. So I felt like that moment, I felt like he was really working in me. And then talking to my sister. So like I said, we're non-believers. Well, I am now, but I remember talking to her and her telling me how she's seen such a positive change in me, and how she loves it, and she sees how God is working in me. And it just, to have her support and her encouragement in that, knowing that, she's not religious or anything, the fact that she could see God in me and she's not even a believer or comes to church, that for me was really eye-opening. And I feel like that was probably another important part of my life, when I realized that I guess God was just pouring out of me onto other people that I didn't even realize saw that. And I talked to some of my other non-believer friends, and they told me that the relationship that they see that I have with God makes them optimistic that he hasn't given up on them. So hopefully that means something. And I have a famous quote that I like. It says, life's a journey, not a destination. And right now I'm not looking for some abstract endpoint in my life. I'm focused on the journey and the experience. And maybe it's because I'm letting God handle my endpoint and I'm focusing on the now in my life. And I'm a bit of a control freak, so to actually give that up to him and believe that he, is leading me the right way and has a plan for me, I feel like that just shows how much he's been working in my life, that I can do that now. And all of these great things have been happening for me this summer. I got accepted to go on the team for Haiti in November. So I'm really excited about that. I feel like I'm ready. God's been working in me, and he's telling me this is what he wants me to do, and I'm just really excited about it. And I also feel like when women's community has hit me so hard in a good way, and when Heather reached out to me and asked me to talk today, my first initial reaction when I saw the email, I was like, absolutely not. Because I'm just really shy and I'm really nervous. But then I thought about it and I figured everything that's been happening in my life, I feel like everything this summer and this year is God's way of telling me that he wanted me to share my story and, give you guys hope that me being like the strong non-believer that I was, and I always said I was never going to be religious and never believe in God and so closed off to it. The fact that I'm like standing in front of you now and telling you how he's been working in my life in such a positive way, hopefully just, for some of you out there that might be going through difficult times right now or that question things, I hope my story kind of encourages you that he still does work. And even though I turned my back on him for so long, he's never turned his back on me. And he was still there, bringing people into my life that I needed in order to bring me back to him. And I feel like that's been like the biggest blessing for me this summer, this year.